Hi dear Taurus, welcome back. This is A from High Fives High Vibes Tarot. This is your Taurus, June 2022, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus for the sign of Taurus. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Welcome back and thank you for being here, dear Taurus. This is Pisces, Five of Swords, in conflict. What is bothering you right now, dear Taurus? Is there something that is putting you down, feeling that there's no hope or there's no light at the end of the tunnel? Feeling that everything, every circumstance is being against you? Heartbreak, could be heartbreak. You're in deep pain right now, dear Taurus, and I'm sending you love and light and a hug for all of the Taurus born individuals who are here today. There is something, this could also be grief, this could also be an end of relationship, a mental conflict. You are crying your heart out and you are having a hard time to get past this hurt right now. Let us get what is this all about? A breakthrough moment may have happened in the recent past. Something new, something. I am hearing scam. I am hearing what do you call that? Bankruptcy. That is what I'm hearing, dear Taurus. You may have invested all your money on something and you haven't had a return on investment, or somebody may have scammed you in the process. You have a lot of swords. This one, look, this is in your past situation. These two are the same. This is anguish, mental torture, conflict of interests. Could be something that is so painful. It's like somebody betrayed. This could also be betrayal. This could also be you have been down to the ground. But this card here, these are both Five of Swords, mind you. So it has an affirmation. This is a confirmation of this energy. But this one, this is at your past spread. This is your past, then present, future, and this would be the energy of the person you're dealing with. But energies could be interchangeable, so you could be this person and this is your person. That one, that Five of Swords there, is conflict. It is in your past spread, so perhaps something happened in the past that pinned you down to the ground or made you feel like you were at a losing end, or somebody scammed you, or somebody betrayed you. It happened in the past, but you have this one still as your current or your core energy. So this, it could mean that this past, this has been a recent past, or whenever that was, it is still within your auric field right now. Somebody may have won in this battle, and they won because of treachery, they won because of cheating, they won because of deceit. And if not about violence, domestic violence could be, and it has been a threat to your household. For some of you, you could be married with children, and this deceit, perhaps your person, dear Taurus, may have cheated on you, and it has been a threat to the household. Your mother instincts are being threatened by this deceit. If you are not married, if you are still in a relationship, I strongly feel that you would overcome this only with just that past situation, because that one is a queen. That is a Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is so grounded, is so rooted. She knows what she owns, she knows what is rightfully hers, and she knows how to use it. Even if she knows that she is abundant and she is grateful for that abundance, she knows how to share it. She welcomes people to her home and perhaps serve them, give them, being a good host. And that's why I've mentioned that I feel that you would get past this, because this is upright queen. You know who you are, and you are very Taurus indeed. You're very grounded. You know what you want, imbibing your Taurian energy. Very sensual, could be. For some of you, you may have chosen yourself and get out of you came out of this situation victoriously. You freed yourself from this situation. You didn't care. Look at you. Self-love, self-care. Being in a luxurious bath and enjoying your time off. Enjoying yourself. Taking care of yourself. Focusing on your self-care. Focusing on that self-love. And you don't want to do the work anymore. You don't want to be perhaps the person, if you resonate with breaking up with this person in the recent past, or calling it quits with this person. Perhaps they are apologizing right now, or perhaps begging you to be with them, or to come back, and to begging for reconciliation. While you are open to forgiving them, you don't want to exert an effort any longer to work it out with them. You are happy with the changes that is happening around you. It's a major change, I strongly feel. If you have not yet called it quits, I strongly feel that you would make those changes. You would make those changes around you. You would choose to resurrect and avenge yourself, perhaps by forgiveness. You are happy with where you are at. Look at her. She is looking down on something below her. She is happy with, it's not really happy, but more of contentment being around those walls. Has enough. She feels that he or she, whoever this Taurus person I am speaking to right now, he or she is very much contented with what she has. She feels enough. You feel enough, and you are enough. And while this has been a miserable kind of death, because perhaps you feel that I'm so stupid, I fell for that. Well, this could be while this death or this change that is happening around your love situation is something that is that happened because you were kind of stupid at some point. You know that, you acknowledge that, and you're being compassionate with yourself. You're surrounded with your with the people who care about you. Actually, they're not people, because these are the 7 dwarves. But you are acknowledging and you're accepting the changes that is happening around you right now. You may need to work on your, perhaps it's not an easy feat to be successful about forgiving someone. Forgiveness in itself is not an easy feat. It doesn't happen overnight. So along the way, you would lose a sense of self. You would question yourself. You would feel guilty. You would feel like there's something wrong that you have done. Maybe it's my fault anyway. Maybe I'm just so stupid. I fell for that. It's my fault. With you coming to that space, that self-talk, if you talk to yourself that way, that it's your fault, that this hurtful situation is all your fault, you would lose sight of your capacity. You would lose sight of yourself. You will lose sight of your power. It's kind of giving off that power. surrendering your power. When you talk to yourself like, I'm so stupid, I don't deserve this, I am not enough, I feel so poor. If you are in that kind of mindset, you run the risk of not tuning in to your solar plexus chakra, which our energy center, which sits on top of our navel. This is what we call your core center, knowing who you are, having that willpower to assert yourself, being confident with how you do things, being confident with yourself, and you have that full trust of yourself. You have the Chariot here in reverse, which is actually losing that sight of it's like wishy-washy, being wishy-washy wishy-washy about the situation, going back and forth, moving 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, only because you don't trust yourself. You will make a decision and then suddenly the next morning you will realize, no, it's not right. You are gaslighting yourself. You're being that devil's advocate to yourself. And when you start gaslighting yourself, you make decisions that is not favorable to yourself. You're not saying yes to yourself. Instead, you are saying no to yourself. I mean, you are this bountiful. You are this stable, financially stable, emotionally stable. But at the same time, if you have this, all of this, it's like the change is happening. Yes, you are acknowledging these changes that are happening around you, and you know that these changes are necessary for you to grow as a person. You have learned your lesson, but sometimes you are falling short of standing by it. It gets diluted in the process. So perhaps you are invited by the universe to be mindful of that. You're losing sight of your decision. One day you said, I have forgiven this person, and the next thing you see yourself bad mouthing your person, your ex, or whoever. So don't forget about yourself. Don't forget about this self-care. You are this person. Don't forget about this. This is who you are. You are the queen. You are abundant. You love yourself. You are enough, dear Taurus. And you're very sensual and sexy and charming. So don't lose sight of that. You run the risk of losing sight of that. Okay, let us see the energy of the person you are dealing with. For the person Taurus is dealing with, deceit. I've seen that, deceit. Okay. I strongly feel that the person you're dealing with is really telling you or begging you to forgive them, begging you to give them a chance. But it's not actually, they're apologizing not really because they acknowledge the mistakes they have made, but more of apologizing because they want you. It's more of a self-serving way. They want you still in your life. They would need you in the future. They have to have you in their life because they benefit from you in more ways than one. That is an energy of deceit. Perhaps they have acknowledged that they have deceived you in the past, but they have a lot of options around them. Perhaps this person is also doing their best to show you that they are sorry for their actions, to show you that they are working hard to overturn the situation so that they could get your forgiveness, or so that they would they are quite disciplined to show you that they want to change, or to show you that they are changing. They feel that they are fighting the good fight, showing you that they are regretful. Or perhaps that is the truest sense of their actions right now. They're working their ass. As I've mentioned a while ago, you don't want this reunion anymore. You're focusing on yourself. It's just so painful that you're willing to forgive them, but not now. Now is not the current time, and currently they want to work on it. They are working on it. They are being disciplined to show you that they deserve a space in your life, that they deserve your forgiveness. They were tempted in the past, perhaps, or perhaps they were so self-serving in the past. They were so deceitful, or yeah, it's full of deceit. What happened in the past? This could be recent past. Full of deceit, treachery. But I kind of feel that their apology is not, I apologize for my actions, period. It's not that. It's more of I apologize and then they blame another. It's not being that 100% being accountable for their actions. They blame somebody else, and that is just a false apology. And perhaps that is the reason why you don't want to deal with them just yet. Because lie once and then you lie. See all of this. This is an earth energy. Buckling down, almost buckling down to do the work, being patient. I strongly feel that the energy that your person is having right now is being patient with themselves, as well as being patient with you, because you don't want to talk to them right now. They're being patient with what you want to happen. They're trying to understand you, and they fully get the situation. What they are fearful about, however, is that you not being able to be open to them in the future. You're no longer interested to whatever it is that they say, and it sucks for them, but they are still, it's well-meaning. They're still trying to do their best to make it up to you. They would not stop until you consider them. They won't stop until you I strongly feel that let's get this. Why do I get the feeling that they will continue to blame themselves, continue blame others, and not take accountability for their actions? They will not what would frustrate them, I see, is that they would not triumph. They would try their best and they would not listen. Perhaps you have been telling them right now to stop, to not push it, because you wouldn't accept them, or you wouldn't accept this apology, or you're not open to reconciliation as of this moment, so please stop. I don't feel that they would listen to you in that sense. Instead, they would be more stubborn and find ways to force you to forgive them, which is quite funny, because they haven't thought about this. They have not thought about losing you to begin with before they made that deceitful actions in the past. Very funny indeed, but I strongly feel that what's on the horizon is that while you are ready to open yourself up to new experiences, although not ready for a new relationship, this person will wallow in heartbreak or heartache. And of course, I strongly feel that they would also blame you for that. They would not be successful in getting your forgiveness quite easily. If there's something that they would want from you, they would not be successful in getting it, and as a result, they are treading on dangerous waters. They would be on a dead end, gridlock. They would be on a gridlock, and they would feel that This person has some manipulative energy around them. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but they have that manipulative energy. They're good at executing something, but they are dismissive of warning signs. They're a good doers, but bad listeners. So eventually, if you wouldn't accept them in your life, they run the risk of blaming you for it, or blaming others for it, or seeing themselves cry out loud for being a big victim. Sounds familiar, right? Anyway, let us get this is you. I strongly feel that, Lorelai. This is like Queen of Cups to me. You have the power is in your hands, dear Taurus. You have the power to steer this ship. You have the power to put them in a direction that would allow them to sail harmoniously, but at the same time you have the power to turn their life, or to turn their life to the worst. So what will you choose? The choice is yours. You hold that string. That is their fate. You hold their fate. You may be the one that is very much hurt in this situation, but the power is in your hands. Don't forget about that, dear Taurus. The power lies in your hands. You have the ability, you have the power to decide the destiny of the ship. Would you allow them to continue their journey? You will be challenged eventually when this person comes to your life and beg you for your forgiveness. You will be challenged in a sense that you will pity them. You will feel guilty for saying no, getting back with them. You will feel guilty for choosing yourself. And as I've mentioned, you run the risk of you run the risk of losing your connection to yourself, because this person has manipulated or brainwashed you in a way that they would make it appear that you are the bad person in this situation because you didn't accept them. They apologize, but you are just so stern, you are just so strict, you don't care about them. So be mindful that they would do that to you, because I strongly feel that they would do it. Would you allow healing? Would you allow yourself to channel that grace to calmer waters? Or would you engage with their manipulation even further? Okay, so I guess I would have to leave it at that, dear Taurus. The continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you. So thank you for being here, and I hope to see you next time, dear Taurus. Bye bye.